Hello, what is up? So, I thought I would look at the First Descendant. This is one of my favourite games for online shooters and all that. So, I haven't played it for months though, because I've been just been playing other games, and on the AMD GPU I do avoid it, because for me FSR is bad on this game. I've noticed it even more at 40p. So apparently FSR 4 is meant to be coming. I think the developers said it's meant to be coming in one of the next updates, but I don't know when. And it was a game that AMD said was supposed to be giving FSR 4 support. So I'm not sure what's happened there, but I'm waiting for it. Anyway, we'll load it up, and so I thought I'd just make it look at what the best option is before we get the FSR 4 support, and what I'd use. So if I'm playing it on AMD, I remember, as I said, I remember FSR 3 looking really bad on it, and even at 4K I didn't like it. But he got better at 4K, but the hair quality was still really bad. So oh look, so you can go in here. The good thing about this game is you can actually tell just by looking at your character what the differences are. So as soon as see that looks bloody bad. I mean, I can't believe how bad they've literally made it on the FSR. It is a NVIDIA sponsored game, so I mean, so this is meant to be FSR 3 quality, and I can see it all grainy in the face. The hair quality is very shimmery. I mean, even looking at the clothes, it's all like jaggy. It looks bloody horrible, to be honest. It really looks that bad. So I wouldn't recommend using that. It's all fizzling out around the clothes and all that. The face looks grainy. To me, they've literally done a cyberpunk for me on this game with this FSR. It's like they've made it worse on purpose. So the options we've got is you got TSR, which I never usually like because I find it's quite blurry, and it's probably going to look better than FSR, which isn't so much on this game, but I can already feel it's looking a bit blurry, and I have turned motion blur off. So if we have a look at the character, yeah, I can see it already. If you're looking at the face of Bunny, it's more blurry. It's got, fuck me, he's bad with the blur, and that's why I never use it TSR, because I find it is like 4 times blur, like extreme blurry graphics on the bloody face, on the objects. It's like motion blur overdrive, if you want to compare it to Cyberpunk's set in ray tracing. Literally bloody so blurry. It's like I'm losing my eyesight. When I'm looking at it, I'm thinking I'm losing my vision. So I don't want to use that crap. I'll never use that. So the only option we got is XESS, and so let's have a look at quality. Yeah, the clarity is a lot better than that, but that's not perfect because I couldn't see sort of what that is. It looks better than the other two, definitely, but again, this like, it's not perfect. It's quite, maybe if you go out ultra quality, it at least gives the clarity of the face, Bunny's face. You can see it pop out a bit better. Yeah, that is a lot better when I'm looking at her face. The hair's looking better, but it's sort of, it's like you got some little sort of artifacts there. I don't know if you'd notice that in the gameplay. probably could actually test that somewhere. Yeah, it's because first time I've literally loaded it up on this system, so it's giving me all this stuff. Like a tutorial thing, and I've literally put so many hours into the game, it's ridiculous. But I just had a break from it because it is a massive grind, this, but I do enjoy it with mates. So I have to wait for them shaders. So yeah, it's not perfect, but you probably wouldn't notice it too much. I don't use ray. I literally don't bother with ray tracing on it. Pointless. See, I just went over details, and that was it. I don't find ray tracing to make a difference at all in there, unless you're in Nelvim and you look at the part where you upgrade your weapons and all that. So for 1440p it looks alright. I mean, there is a bit of, you can see a slight fizzle on her skin, which is what I said, but it's the best you're going to get until FSR 4 is supported. Obviously DLSS looks the best on this game, but yeah, it does feel like that they've just made a bad job of FSR anyway, because it looks so bad on there. That's definitely the worst of the lot. The skin texture has gone to complete shit. Your clothing, as soon as you put that on. So it looks like ultra quality XCSS. It's just there's a lot of flicker on it that I don't like. I mean, mate, what's a native probably don't run well, does it, on there? Well, that's cleaned it up a lot, definitely. Although it is a bit more blurry. All that's not too bad. You get less artifacts with native. Getting over 60, I suppose, but it drops there. But some of these maps do run heavier than others. You could turn the settings down. So if we went in there, although I don't know if I want to use it because it is a bit more blurry. You go ultra. So what I'll probably want more texture quality myself. That eye really at low resolution. Oh, what's happened there? So you're getting 70 FPS. Yeah, I mean, it is definitely the cleanest at native. Definitely. So that's the other option. I'd say that XCSS, but you get a lot of artifacts on the character on native. You have got frame generation on it, so you could always put that on. Now I remember it running pretty well on there. Yeah, that definitely looks the cleanest. Because XCSS, that works best on Intel, and I've found you get these silly artifacts on it. That's one bad. See, there's a lot of stuff going on here, like flicker. and it's obviously not designed for any other GPU than Intel. So that's why I don't always use that. I literally, majority of the time, I try and implement FSR 4 into the game. Well, I'll probably try and run it native and just drop some settings if I have to. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking at overall image quality, you'd have to go native. So I'll do that, turn all that off because it don't look, literally don't look good. And I'll just lower some settings so you get at least 70 FPS or something. Again, that is just, for me, it's obviously going to knock down performance, and I just don't see it doing much of a difference on there. Although it is the 90% XT will run it better with ray tracing on there than XCX would, because it did loop. I mean, that's pretty good considering. I was just don't know what that was about. Maybe it's loading in. But yeah, I mean, that's native, but again, I wouldn't bother with that. That's impressive because that used to be really heavy, even at high and medium. On the 97, on the 7900 XCX. Yeah, so ray tracing performance is a lot better, but then again, it's not doing much for me. And on this game, I hardly notice it at all, so I would just turn that off. And I would just probably go native, knock down some settings, keep the ones I really like. It's always like texture quality, anti-aliasing, not on that higher, especially at 1440p, just to clean it up more with the objects, edge stability and stuff. But that's probably how I'd play it. I haven't played this for ages, but pretty well. And this one ain't meant for Bonnie, I don't think. Probably play my track. I think I might have to adjust the sensitivity. Yeah, actually. To change that, just put it to default, and on the pad it feels way too I can't do that because I need I think it's Enzo I need for that. But I'll just help this person out. Valve, isn't it? I unlocked quite a few characters. Don't know really get down with it. Reload. Right. Go. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't know why it's taking so long, but this is definitely one game I want FSR 4 in. So, because I definitely can't use FSR 3 in that game. It really looks like shit to me. Terrible. Anyway, so thanks a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.